Always hide your positive items. Always include your tree bureaus. Go over here. Come down over here. Count your letters. This is how you're going to count your letters. Tay, you're going to learn something big that not many people know how to do. Not many people can do this in the software. I'm letting everybody know this. Not many people know how to do this. One of my other students went into one of the other classes, and not even other PAMS providers know how to do this. So let me talk to you real. Okay. We know right now when we look at this, let's break this down. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Okay. Take a screenshot of this. I'm going to put this in Paint, and we're going to draw this in Paint. Okay? I'm going to get rid of this. Okay? Open New. I'm not going to save. Okay? I'm going to Control V, and I'm going to zoom in as close as we can go. Can everybody see that? Everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay? Look. We know that this is broken down upon category, correct, guys? Let's break it down upon category. Let's break it even further down category. Let's take, oops, did that wrong. Escape. Okay, let's break it down even further on category. Take one. Here's one. Here's two. What's the next category? This purple one over here. Three. That's not three. Let's let's start with
This shit
charge.
here way better than the person who actually teach the guy to go over the thing.
I love V. Don't mess around with V, bro. V my home girl. V my home girl. Don't mess around with V.
No, she good people, but this the first time I ever seen somebody break it down like this.
V taught me a lot of what I know, but this is also me burning the shit out of GAs. Me learning the software. When I do something, I want to be the best in what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to be somebody that don't know what the heck they doing. I love being the best at what I do, and a lot of people have a problem with that because you think you're showing up somebody when you're not. You just doing what you need to do to be the best. And this is learning. I learn hands on, so this is the way I learn. Okay.
Granted, I ain't taking nothing away from her, but
I know, but I'm just saying, be my homegirl. Okay. Pat,
Yo,
how are we disputing? What's our number per negative item?
our number per negative item.
Yeah, what are you gonna select? Which round do you select, and what's gonna be your number per negative item?
Oh, you mean how many items on the?
On the letters you're gonna put it.
Oh, we'll do 5.
You're gonna do 5. Okay. Well, simple as this. Is there 5 in this round?
No.
No? 1 letter. Well, technically 3 letters. Okay. Is there 5 in this round?
No.
1 letter. Is there 5 in this round?
Yes.
1 letter. Is there 5 over here?
More than.
Okay. So how many more than 5 do we have? Well,
Look like it'll be 2 letters.
2 letters. Is there 5 here?
You're on the blue, no. And
Yeah.
no.
Perfect. So now let's count our letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Times 3.
21.
There you go. 21 letters. Now we have a BK. We have a BK public record over here. You're going to add another 11 letters, which is going to come out to 21. This will be 32 letters. Let's go see. Let's see if I'm full of shit or not. 37. That's a little higher. 37. But that's literally where you're at. You could figure it out. As simple as that. Ready? Drop it down to 4, Pat. Tell me how we going. Is we have 4 here?
Nope.
4 here?
Nope.
4 here.
2.
How many here?
What is that? 6, 7. So we got 2 still.
Here,
2.
here. No, it's 4.
I'm tripping. Yeah, 1. 1. My bad. I was
Okay,
doing. I had different in my head.
that's fine. Over here,
1.
perfect. Count your letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 6, 8. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Times
24.
4. 24.
And the bankruptcy.
And well, yeah, the bankruptcy, whatever that comes out to. Which I think that if I did this, I think that was the 4, which came out to 37. Right? I didn't do 5. Okay, let's go down. Let's make it 3. What is it over here?
Yeah, 1.
Over here?
1.
Over here?
2.
Over here?
3.
Attaboy. Over here?
2.
Okay. Over here? 1. Right? Just put this over here just in case. 1, 2, 4, 7, 9,
10.
10, 30.
30.
That's the line. 42, 43. That's how you count your letters.
Cool.
That's how you count your letters. Now, if I remove anything, okay, we remove the inquiries out. Okay. If I remove anything, it'll be easier. Say you want to just focus on charge-offs. How many letters you have? If you run 3, you have 9 letters total. Shit, right?
Yeah.
Anybody breaking it down like that anywhere?
Nope. I'm still confused though.
Where are you confused? Talk to me about where you're confused.
From the whole beginning, like what we what we breaking down.
You're breaking down so when you go over here, right?
Okay.
When you go
Yeah.
over here and you're in the attack area, right?
Okay.
You select your client's file, right? You're doing it yourself, right?
Mm.
You're getting ready to generate your letter.
Okay.
What you're doing is you're counting the negative items on the box over here. So you can
Okay.
pick your letters. How many letters are going to go out? This is inconsequential. This box over here, if you live it unlimited, isn't going to do anything.
Right.
Okay. If I click check all over here and I change, say I don't want personal identifiers, I just want the public record. Okay. The public record, the charge off, the student, this one, right? How many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6, yeah. No, 5 boxes, right?
At
That we
20.
do. Okay. This would be times 3. This would be 18, right? And now what really matters is the negative item over here. So the negative item, you can pick. So not Lou, Pat started with 5, and we just worked our way down. That's how many items per letter, but it makes your letters go higher because once it hits that threshold, okay, you have 3, create a new letter. Make sense? You have 4, create a new letter. You have 5, create a new letter. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we were counting that. So we pulled up over here. Okay. Just to give you an idea. We pulled up the report over here. Now let's get rid of hide positive items. You see all those numbers over there at the bottom. All these numbers are what's here. Well, we're just missing one, which is number 1, which was personal information, but that's here. Now we broke that down. Now you want to count your letters. Well, these are all your negative items. These are your lates. These are your lates. These are your student loan lates. Okay, these are your charge off. This is your BK, and this is PI. Not RI, but PI. You got your late payments. These are your charge off collections. AOC. This is your late. I think this is 3. This is 3 plus, and this is 1-2. Make sense? Make sense now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna figure it out. Yeah.
No, don't tell me yeah if you don't understand. That's the whole point of a damn mastermind is make sure you understand. If you if you don't understand how I got this, tell me. I'm gonna break it down even further.
Okay, yeah. I'm still lost in this all.
Okay. Come over here. in this spot over here. You see all the colors at the bottom?
Yeah, I know about that part, right? Boom, got that.
Okay, so you know all these. These are all the late payments. So if I scroll over here, it's going to tell me what it is,
Right.
right? This is all that. All I did was take a screenshot of this, right? And I put it in Paint. So that's what that original box was up here, and I started taking everything apart.
Okay.
Okay? So now, what did I do? I broke it down based upon color. So now,
Correct.
now all this is based upon color. So this is a charge off. This is a late payment. This is another late payment. This is a student loan late. This is a BK. This is personal information. Why did I take it apart?
Hold on.
Because
What a student loan and a BK at?
right here.
Okay. Boom. I see it. BK
Okay.
student loan. All right.
Okay.
All right. I see it.
Now, these are considered negative items. They're not going to have 3 number ones because 3 bureaus. So they're only going to have 1 because it's still one personal information. Okay. Because you're only one person. You're not 3 different people, right?
Right.
So here's 1. You have 1 BK. It's not multiple BKs. Now, some people have multiple BKs. I want you guys to understand that. Some people have a chapter 7. Some people have 11 and have a 13. They can have 3 files. Okay. So now that's 2. Okay. Now you start with your student loans. 25 and 24, 34, 33, 32, 33, and 34 are also student loans, right?
Okay.
So because that, now this is categorized because this is the same exact color. Now there's 5 student loans.
Okay.
So that means there's 5 accounts that are in negative items.
Right.
There's 5 negative items.
Okay, stop it right there.
Okay.
Boom. So, okay, we got 5 negative items, right? And say I want to dispute those first. How many letters would I like generate, or how many items? No, not items to generate, because I know it's 3 per bureau, right? But how many number of items would I do on that first round of attack?
Well, that's
what I was.
That's on you, brother. That's what I was just. So that's what Pat and I will go breaking down. So if you start with 5, like say you want to start with 5, right? You're gonna have 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. So it's gonna be 5 is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So 5 is gonna have 7 letters. Okay, that's times 3.
Yeah. So this is the part that I'm trying to get at. Like, how are you collecting these numbers?
Right here, brother.
About 1, 1, 1, 2.
Okay,
and 3,
so if you each letter has 5 negative items that are allowed in it.
Okay.
If this is 1 negative item, how many letters are you going to have based upon that 1 negative item?
Yeah, 1.
Exactly, 1. Same thing with the BK. If you have 1 negative item and you're allowed up to 5, how many does this have?
That's 1.
Okay. Same thing with the student loan lates. If you're allowed up to 5 negative items, okay. How many do you have over here? How many letters do you have?
We got 5 items on there.
5 items, but you're allowed up to 5. How many are you going to have?
Shit, I don't know.
1.
So the system is going to pick 1 from each?
No, it's going to add 5 negative items to 1 letter.
In random?
No, not in random. Just going to take all 5 negatives and put it in 1 letter. It's going to go in order based upon the number.
Oh, so, okay. Boom, 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 boom,
okay.
boom.
So now,
you know what you're putting down.
Okay. Now, you have your charge-offs. How many charge-offs do you have?
We got 7.
7. Perfect. How many letters are going to be created based upon the 7?
Shit. 2.
Attaboy.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm using the cheat code at the bottom though.
Okay. You shouldn't have said. You shouldn't have opened up your mouth.
It's okay. I'm here to learn.
You shouldn't open up your mouth. We're gonna get rid of that cheat code. I'm not putting anything over here. Okay.
All
right. Oh, we're gonna come back now. Now I'm gonna mess you. Now I'm gonna mess you up, and I ain't gonna write shit down either. I ain't gonna write shit down either. Okay.
Okay.
If you got 5 negative items and you go to late payment 3 plus, how many letters you gonna have?
You said late payment 3 plus.
The baby blue
Okay.
one.
Boom. Now I was looking. So we got 4 in total. 1.
Attaboy. If you have late payment 1-2, you got 5 negative items per letter. How many letters you gonna have?
1.
Okay, perfect. Now, let's switch it up a little bit.
The one that's fucking me up is the charge offs. So is it because that it has a lot of it's a lot of charge offs? Is gonna choose
You're not seeing it. Here's how you're gonna see it. Okay. I'm gonna get a nice fat pen over here.
boom, run it.
Give me a second. Where the hell? How can I do
Well, I
this?
know I can't be the only one that be feeling like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
real quick before you move on, is the red and the green. So that's charge off. What is that again?
This one? This is just all of the collection charge off.
All of the collection charge off.
Yeah.
Is that last green that's always reported? Like that's the bottom of the credit report.
Mhm.
Is
It's not
that
the bottom. It's just the bottom of it's the last report in the system. They make it a different color so that you know it's the last one.
okay? So just to be clear, I always want to verify what that one is.
Yeah. Yep. So
Okay.
like you came from Phenom?
Yeah.
Okay. Phenom used to be orange.
Yeah, we both came from Phenom for sure.
Okay. Phenom used to be orange.
Uh-huh.
Goat is red. Corporate credit's blue. Prodigy's orange as well. All the different systems have a different color.
What did we just say that was again? All of the collections or all of the charges?
I write it AOC. All other collection charge off. AOC. Okay. So now, if you're here and you're looking at it like this, right? You're looking at this breakdown, right?
Okay.
Tario, what you're seeing is it's broken down like this. So if this was simple, right? Broken down in its item. Okay. So now, say I want to do negative items. Guys, pick a number. Pick a number of what negative items we're gonna do.
5,
We just did 5.
3.
3. Okay. Break it down. Dario, you're the one who's breaking it down. So how many letters is PI?
You said BI?
PI, the first one.
1.
1 letter. Okay.
Can't see
BK.
one dot. BK because it only got 1 icon.
So how many letters? Didn't answer the question.
We're gonna say hold on, letters or items?
Letters. We're not breaking down items. The items are in front of our face.
Okay.
How
So
many
just
letters?
one?
If we put 3 items in a letter, how many letters?
That'll be
you
6, ain't it? This shit fucking with my head.
All right.
I ain't gonna cap. I suck at math. I'm to my complete
But it's not about math. It's about, so think about it like this. If I have 3 dots, right? Right? Forget
Okay.
about math.
I might need
Right?
a 1-1.
And I would go like this. And I got another 3 dots, right? How many dots do I totally have?
In total, that's 6.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. But I have 3 on the left side and 3 on the right side, right?
Okay.
Right?
Right.
That's all it is. If you have 6 total dots, right?
Uh-huh.
And I had to break it down, and I turn around and I say, okay, well, I need 4 on one side and 2 on another. I'll just put a line right here, right?
Yeah.
That's it, man. Doesn't matter where you put the line. I can put the line over here. It doesn't make a difference. It's still the same shit.
Okay? Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So at the bottom where he put the 3 lines, right? But before you erase the bottom one,
okay,
that would be an example of if you did 2 items per letter. Because what you're doing
Oh,
is
yes. Very good.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Listen.
Mhm.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. So, okay, right, when I get ready to generate the letter and they say how many number of items I want to put on the letter, right? And I already hit the green box for like, what, 3 items,
Okay,
right?
3 items. Yep.
Okay, that's checked in green. And I go down to the number of items and I be like, hey, I want to do 6. So out of that 6 that I choose number of items, it's gonna go back to that green and be like, okay, you chose charge offs, you chose what we got? Late plus 3, and you got late minus 1. Late 1 and 2. So it's gonna take those and put them on that level for the number of items chosen, which would be what I said, 6.
Yeah.
6, and then that's gonna be what 6 times 3. That'll give you
You don't have to worry about 6 times 3.
18.
Just learn how many letters you have. That's it. So look, break this down, right? Here's 7. I'm gonna make 7 over here. 1, 2,
God damn, why this shit ain't
1,
clicking?
2, 3.
No,
Seven.
you there.
You almost there. Don't worry about it. You almost there. It's gonna click. Just give me a second. I'm trying to draw it out differently. Maybe you're not seeing it in the sense. This is what this looks like. Okay, that's what that looks like, right? Just straight. We're not looking at color. We don't give a crap about the color over here. Nothing. We just care about the dots. The dots stand for something. It doesn't matter what category they're in. It doesn't matter nothing. All it stands for is that there's something there to be counted, right?
Okay.
All right. So if I turn around and tell you, what's your favorite thing? You like cars, right?
No, I like to go to the gym. For real, for real.
That ain't gonna help me, bro. That ain't gonna fucking help me. That ain't. I need something tangible. I need something tangible. You like food?
Exercise.
Let's go watches.
Watches. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, you gonna play my game? All right. There's a box, right?
Okay.
You set me up perfectly. Fuck you. Yes. Fuck you. Yes. Give me a second. Here's a watch box right here.
Okay. Boom.
How many watches does this watch box hold?
1.
1, right?
Okay.
1. So if there's 1 dot goes per 1 box, right?
The
box is the letter. How many dots do we have over there?
Just 1, because it's 1 box per letter, right?
Wait. No, just go back. Go on based upon the red. How many dots do we have there? How many dots do we have in this one right here?
7.
7,
I
right?
gotta count them motherfuckers.
It doesn't matter if you got to count them. So knowing that we got 7 boxes, I just gave away. How many boxes go? How many boxes do we have?
You say we got 7 boxes.
Okay, now do the blue. How many boxes? How many boxes are you giving me?
4. That's 4 boxes.
Perfect. If we have the purple, how many boxes are you giving me?
It's 2 boxes.
Perfect. Now I take the watch box.
Okay.
And I get a watch holder.
Okay.
It holds 3 watches in that 1 watch box. Start again at the red and tell me how many watches I have. How many boxes I'm going to need to buy to hold all my watches.
And the box only hold 3, so that's 1, 1, 1, 1. 1 each.
If the box holds 3 watches inside 1 box, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many total boxes am I going to need? Count your dots again.
You're pairing them up, bro.
All of them together? Getting paired up together?
No, just worried about this one right here, brother. Worry about this one right here. Focus
Oh,
on this
I was
one.
looking at all of them.
Focus on this one. We can move to the next one when you get the first one down. If I have one box, right, that holds 3 watches, and we got 7 watches in total right there, how many watch boxes do I have to buy to hold all 3 of my watches? Oh my God, I feel like a freaking a teacher right now.
3 of them.
Perfect. How did you get that answer?
Cause it only holds 3.
Exactly. So now, do the next one. How many boxes do I have to buy here?
And it still only holds 3.
It still only holds 3. Same exact watch box that we're looking to buy, but we have another set of watches.
Okay.
So these are Rolexes. These are Rollies. These are Audemars. Okay. And these are Pateks. Okay.
Patek only got 2.
No shit. They start at 130,000.
Okay. So for the Audemars we got. So we're gonna do, and these just the Audemars by themselves.
The Audemars by themselves. We're not worried
No.
about anything else.
So it's a total of 4, and
Yep.
we got a watch box of 3 still.
Yes.
3.
I'm gonna need 3 boxes for 2 for 4 watches.
No. Damn, my bad. Just 1. What the
Split 'em,
score will?
split 'em, brother. Split 'em. Here's your
Oh,
first.
shit.
Here's your first box. Here's the next box. You're gonna still need 1 random box. If you got 7 boxes over here, when you had 1 box per watch, right? You're gonna have 7 watches. This one's gonna be 4. This one's gonna be 2. Correct?
Yeah.
Right? We understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's break this down. Let's break this down. If we go up to 2 watches per 1 box, right? We go to 2 watches per 1 box, right?
We split that in 2.
We're gonna split this over here. So how many watches are gonna be in this box?
It should be 2.
Exactly. How many watches? How many boxes do we have to buy over here?
1.
How many boxes do we have to buy over here? I know where you're getting confused now. I get it.
3.
just-
It should be 3, and we got one random
1, 2,
extra box. My
3.
bad.
It's no extra. So then what? So that if it's not 3, it's how many?
2, yeah.
No, on this one, when we go on the charge off, we're on the Rolex boxes over
Damn,
here.
what the fuck I keep getting stuck at?
You get 7 Rolexes, right? You get 7 Rolexes, right? And your box. Yes, thank you, Aries. Perfect. 100% right. You got 7 Rolexes right now, right? You got to put this 7 Rolexes. Are you gonna leave 1 watch just hanging out?
Fuck it.
What?
Fuck it. Yeah.
No, we're not letting no rollies hang out, bro. You got to put it in a box, right? So how many boxes do you need to have?
And we split. Say that one more time.
Two watches per box.
2 watches per box. Okay,
Yeah.
boom.
2 watches per box. How many do we have?
4.
Perfect. Now do the same thing with
Even if it's so that last one just gonna hang off a little bit.
It's not gonna hang off. It goes in its own box.
No. This is like I'm taking out the box. I'm just saying like when it come on that letter, it's just gonna hang off a little bit on that letter.
It's gonna go in its own letter. It's gonna be by itself.
Hey, yeah, I'm straight.
It's gonna be by itself. That's it. So now let's try that again. Okay, let's try that again to make sure you want. Let's run it back. Let's make sure you got it. We're gonna change
real quick. What is the purple? The true.
What you want to do that for?
Which one? This one?
Nah, the other purple. What category is that?
Student loans. Student loan late 3+. Okay. So now let's run it. Let's run it back one more time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you had 4 negative items per letter, let's run it back for each one. What is it for this one? So how many do we have in personal information?
You said 4 items per negative
per letter.
Per letter. Okay. What we starting at?
PI. We're gonna start right at the beginning.
Okay, we got 1.
1. Perfect.
1.
Perfect.
Let me see. That's that'll be 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Where we at here?
Oh, chill out. Don't make me smile. Gonna fuck me up. 2.
Perfect.
Hold on, let me slide the screen over. Let me see, we got 3 now. Can that still be 1? That's 1. That's 1.
Yes, sir.
And that was 1.
Boy, that's it.
Ooh, shit.
Let's go.
Damn.
Let's go. Took a little bit to get there, but we got there.
Hey, quick question. Who is that we've been helping?
Tario.
It's
Why?
Tario. It's
Tario. It's been this joke going around. I wanna see if it helps you. You have 20s. How do you count your money?
If I have 20s?
Yeah, when you count your 20s, I think I only know what I'm getting at. When you count your 20s,
I've never heard this. I can't wait.
I ain't never heard this shit.
Okay, so listen. All right, I'll tell y'all then, right? So it's a joke that black people count their money differently. Right. So when you have 20s, you go what?
20, 40, 60, 80.
60, 80, 1.
Yeah.
You put it to the side.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you're doing with the letters. Then you go 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. But you know that you have 200. But every 5 bills, every 5 items is its own letter, is its own stack.
Oh, okay.
You see, okay. Is that how you count money? I don't know. But that's how I've always counted.
I
go 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. That's how I count. I don't go 120, 140, 160. But that's basically what we're doing right here.
My skin complexion may be a little bit darker, but I knew I definitely knew. I know my dad's African, but I didn't realize how much African came into me.
Hey, look, I'm gonna have to find the TikTok and put it in the group. I usually don't put comedy stuff in important channels.
No, but
it will make
it
so
makes
much
sense.
sense.
It does make sense. That's true. That's true because so I realized I did the same thing, man. Now that you say that, fuck, man.
Yeah, that's how I've never counted hundreds. I never.
My dad. You know how my dad counts it? My dad folds the money like there's this Arab way, like you fold the money, and he doesn't count the 20s by counting them. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. What he does is he counts all the bills and then multiplies it.
Oh,
by
shit.
20. So he'll go like fucking all the way up to 50. It'd be like, there's $1,000. And then here's another $1,000. Here's another $1,000. And he just literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he literally go, I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, still to this day, I don't know how the fuck he does it.
That's because he's dealing with a lot of money. We got to get there, Ali.
Look, guys.
Same thing I was thinking.
First point over here I'm gonna teach you guys. Okay, we ain't never gonna deal with that money the way that my dad dealt with that money. And you know why I say that? You know why I say that? It's a different time.
Yeah.
It's a different time. We're never gonna deal with that cash the way that my father dealt with cash back in the day. And I mean, unless you're doing something illegal, I can't talk about that.
Hey, he put it on the scale like, we 3 kilograms off, baby.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I've seen it. But it's funny because that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, we're never going to deal with that because we have merchant accounts, we have Cash App, all that stuff. So that takes a lot away from us. And now there's a crypto exchange now that they're using crypto to take payments. So when we talk to you guys, the God's honest truth, in the sense of the thing was, we're never going to deal with money the same way that they did. That's a dying breed because cash is dying.
Yeah.
Cash is dying. You don't get rewarded for paying cash anymore. Let's be real. I'm never going to teach you to pay in cash. I think it's the most unrewarding thing in the world. And the real reason being is, I'll tell you guys honest truth. I pay every single one of my employees with credit card. Every single one of my employees get paid via credit card. Why? Because I'm getting fucking something out of it. Give me one second.
I can't tell you the last time I even had $1.
I got $1. I just don't like it. I like, you know what I like about it? Hold on. Where's my wallet? You know what I like about it?
He just like the smell.
No. I don't like the smell. I like that it does that. It just makes the
wallet. Make them a little thick.
Yeah, it make it look fat. But you want to know something? There's gonna be a bunch of ones that don't do shit.
That's when they said, you bossed up when your wallet looks like that and it's all credit card.
Ooh,
that's how you want it to look. That's how you want it to look. That's where this is where the money's at. This is where the money's at, right here. So when you turn around and you learn this stuff, like the stuff that I teach you guys, I'm serious about. Like, I'm serious about teaching what I'm teaching you because I want you guys to succeed. Getting the results. Me taking time over here to do this and make sure that you understand this is truthful because this is what breaks down. When you can count your letters, what can you do? You can figure out how to charge your client. When you can figure out how to charge your client, you can maximize your profits.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, anybody ever think about what I was just teaching? This is a business course as much as it is a learn how to use the software thing.
Yeah, because that's been my biggest dilemma, honestly. Do you have all of the color codes?
I don't have the color codes. I just go over them, man. I just know this one for by heart, but I literally all you got to do is go over them.
Yeah. I know. I'm just taking all this information.
Yeah, right now you could take that. There's some that I don't have. I know like the pinks. There's pinks that are like student loans and stuff like that, but I don't have them all because I haven't seen them all. If I get one that I'll see it all in, I'll be happy. I'm wishing somebody can make a fake report with all the negative items.
Yeah.
Ain't
That's
that
what.
possible?
What?
Is that possible?
It's got to be done from My Free Score Now or Smart Credit or Identity IQ. All of them have to do it. It's not us.
Oh,
They'd have
It's
to
got.
give us a sample, right?
They'd have to give us a sample file, which I'm surprised that nobody's done yet.
Yeah, I might be able to get that. I got to call my free score now. Damn. Are they open on the weekends? I forget. I think they're open Sunday to Sunday, huh?
Yeah, they're open 7 days a week, but I forgot when they're open from. But yeah, if I can get a
I'm
sample,
flexible. I'll be giving them a call tomorrow.
yeah, give them a call tomorrow. See if you can get one that has all of them on it. Because if you can get one that's all of them on it, it's easier to break down when you
Mhm.
have all of them there. But once you know this is how you break down business. It's how you figure out business. Because what can I do? Okay, so I know what am I at? I'm like $2.15 a letter. Okay, something like that. If I'm at $2 at standard, we're talking standard. We're not talking that $2.15 a letter. I think per negative item. Now that's a little overestimating, but I just want to give you guys an idea. So if I'm at $2.15 a letter, right? And you got what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? You got 19.
57, huh?
It would be 57 if we did it by one.
Yeah, just like round.
If we did it by one, and I think if you do it by three, all three negative items can fit in one envelope with one stamp. That's not mail with tracking, just regular. So you're looking, if we break this whole thing down, we break this down by three. Where's my paint? 1, 2. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 3. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 1. So what is it? 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 30 letters. 30 letters at $2 a pop, $2.15 a pop. Would be what, 90, like $90, 90 or $100 right there for printing on standard. See how
Also,
easy?
could you say that again? This is Aries, by the way,
What's
but
up, Aries? How are you, man? I see you. I got the other screen up. So if I break it down, right? If I break it down one letter, this is going to be 2 letters. This is going to be 3 letters. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? 6, 4 is 10 letters. Okay, 10 letters times 3 bureaus, right? Okay, is going to equal 30 letters, correct? Follow me?
yes, sir.
Okay, now you follow me. So you take that and you times that by 215. Okay, roundabout, I think that's what it should be. Like, it could be a little more depending on how many letters the system spits out. But if we do that, where's my calculator? There's my calculator. If I take it 30 letters times 215, comes out to what? Comes out to $64. I said 90 to overestimate, so 64.50.
Okay, that makes
That
sense.
that's about it. That's about it. If you do it at the 3 negative items, okay? If you go do it at 3 negative items. Now, if you guys are running at the default, I want you to understand something. If you're running it at the default, the letters become bigger. So let's run this right now. I'm gonna run this play right now. Let's run this. Fuck it. Let's burn a GA just to run it. I'm doing Epic Pro Report. I'm doing Blast Furnace. Let's do this. Let's run this. I'm gonna do Blast Furnace run. What do we want to do? 3 or 5? Somebody pick. Let's get a consensus of 3 or 5.
5.
5.
Uh,
5? Okay, we're gonna run 5. I like 5. I like 5. So we're gonna run. We're gonna run personal information. We're gonna run public record. We're not gonna do public record the way that they're gonna the right way. We're just gonna do it for argument's sake here. All this, we got this, and we got this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3 is 18. We're gonna put this number at 5, and then this is gonna be alt, alt. Okay, gonna hit next. When we hit
with
next.
the with the public record,
Mm-hmm.
Could we go back to that in a second after this example? What's the right way of doing
I'll show you what the right way of doing it is.
that? Okay.
I want to get if I got 30 letters right. So we ran it at 5, right? We're gonna run the blast furnace. We're gonna include all 3 bureaus. We're gonna get rid of the. We're gonna do this. Let's run. Let's generate those letters. Let's see what it runs. So 5. I think we had 7 letters, which would bring it down to 21. And if we bring that down to 21, might be a little more on printing. I'll pull up the software to count the letters just to show you guys how it works. PDF Sam. This is just a merging program and ain't anything special, guys. It just gives me a way to count the letters quickly. I don't have to. I used to go in and open up each individual letter and count it each individual letter. Now I don't have to do that. I just literally go and open this up. Okay. And now we're gonna save this. We're gonna open this up. 21 letters. Hey, Lou. Not Lou. Pat. Oh, Pat's not here. What I do? 7 times 3? 21. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep. Definitely in it.
21. There's the generated letters, ladies and gentlemen. It's right. Perfect. Now we take our letters and we count our letters. Give me a second. Now we count our letters. I'm just gonna drag and drop in it. Son of a biatch.
They must got to be converted.
No, they don't gotta be converted. I just literally do this. I just drag and drop it all here. And now it'll tell me how many pages. Your pages is really what you pay for. Okay. So now this is where I said I estimated 215. That's hitting a maximum number of 10 pages per letter. So now if we look at the letters, 10 pages goes up to 12 to 11 pages. So 11 files. After 11 files, so what is it? 11. You're gonna have 10 of them that are over, so that's gonna be a 2-stamper, which is gonna add another 85 cents to it, and so that's how you figure it out. So the 85 cents times that, so it's another $8.50. And then you got your page cost, whatever that comes out to. So say figure another $4, another $4 for $4.30. If we do $4.30 for these next 11, that's $40, right? And then these ones are at the $2. That'll be 11 times 2. That's what? 24.
22.
So 60 some odd dollars. There, I think I hit it right on the nose. Fuck, I think I hit it on the nose. 251 pages. 251 pages times 0.25 comes out to 62 and okay. So yeah, that's a little. And then your envelopes. Hold on, wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, because it's price per page. Wait, no. Is this 251? Yeah, it's 251 pages. Okay, now you got to do your envelopes. It's 21 envelopes. 62 plus 21 comes out to 83. And then you got to do your stamps, which you got 1 stamp for 11. 85 times 11. Not 0.85 times 11 comes out to $9.35. So that's I said about 90. So I'm a little. I was close when I did it right.
That ain't bad though. Like if you talk about
if you break everything down,
that's good money.
You're literally breaking everything down in the sense of you know exactly what you're paying for.
Ooh.
And then you do your other stamps, which you had another 10. What's 85 and 85, 60, 70. So 170 times that. That's that. Nope. $1.70 times 10. $17. So what did we have? We had 83.75 plus 9.35 plus $17 comes out to 120. That's how it comes out to. You're looking at that, and that's pricing that file out perfectly. Now here's the thing. What costs the most amount of money? Your pages. Your black and white pages. So what do? Why does everybody sign up in software with us Why does everybody go to the class? Why does everybody work with us? Because at the same time, when you take that, I take that 25, get your discount code, the same 251 times 0.2, it's $50. You save 12 bucks. And that'll drop you down whatever that price or whatever that $100 was. That 120 jumps you down to 108. And now FICO Forge members, anybody who's in FICO Forge, instead of getting envelopes at $1, they get it at 80 cents. So now what are you looking? 21 divided by 21 times 0.8 comes out to 1680. So what are you saving on envelopes from 21 to 1680? You're saving like 15, 20 bucks every time you generate a letter. 15, 20 bucks every time you generate a letter, especially heavy letters. These are heavy letters.
Because there's a lot of charge-offs and stuff.
No, it's just a heavy letter. It's just a heavy letter because there's a lot of shit that goes with it. Yes. But it also goes based upon what type of charge off.
Okay.
And you can tell over here. Wanting me to tell you how to break down your letter to know what it is? Here. Come over here. I know that you guys gonna tell me if you can see it. If you look over here, you're gonna see it says collection charge off, student loan late, student regular late, public record. Okay. Now watch. If we go over here, I can pull the file bigger, right? I can pull the file and go based upon which files are bigger, right? And we can look. The collection charge off is 19. The student loan with 5 is 19. The collection charge off is 18. 18. Right? These are how you do that. That's how you look at it. Aries, that make sense to you, sir?
Crystal clear.
Does that give you an idea why you trying to think about why you got charged so much money, right?
I was trying to figure it out. Like, okay, I need a low key breakdown. Like, how are the numbers actually working out? So,
but I gave you a breakdown. That's the best part. You didn't understand the breakdown. That's the difference. Now you understand. Now you understand the breakdown. You have 251 pages. You have 21 total files, right? And now that 21 total files has got to go in 21 envelopes with 21 stamps. At least at minimum 21 stamps.
And the keynote that you saying, it wasn't about the like pages and the stamps. It's really it's not about the envelopes and the stamps. It's really how many pages, right?
Yes, the pages dictate how many stamps you get. So that's why do you think I push mail with tracking? I push mail for tracking for 2 reasons. It doesn't matter how many pages we put in the envelope. Okay. So I can go up to 50 pages with mail with tracking. Now, with standard mail with tracking before I have to go for oversized. So 50 pages changes the game. But then mail with tracking also creates peace of mind for everybody. Everybody wants to know when their letters go out. Boom. What better way to know when your letters go out when you have a tracking number? I had a client yesterday. He came at me. He was yelling at me. I didn't get my picture. I didn't get my picture. I said, okay, no problem. If I don't have a picture, I can't do nothing about it. And if I send out a standard envelope, I can't do shit about it. Right? Well, what's the best part about mail with tracking? I'd be like, look, I apologize to drop the ball on a ticket, but here's the best part. You got tracking. Here's all the tracking numbers. At that point, they don't give a crap anymore that they didn't get a letter because now they have the best part about it. They have the tracking number. And they can, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's 21 letters that you got to fold, put out, print, rock and roll, and go with. I bought a printer in the house. We have a home printer. Okay? I got it. It was 50 pages per minute. My printer in the store blows by it. But we did that purposefully. We made sure that you guys are getting the best of whatever you're getting for. Again, I do this for a living. This is my living. I don't do a credit repair company. They gave me the software. I've got 8 clients in the software. I don't have that many clients in the software. My focus is printing because that's what we do. You also get our franchise pricing, so you understand that the price comes from the franchise. It's not dictated from me. It's dictated to make money. Other people that are doing this in the sense of doing it for their own personal gain or something like that, and they're doing it a little bit, Me, on the other hand, I'm doing it as a business. You can come to the store, sit down with me, and BS with me. And as you saw, people did come to the store in the group and show videos and things like that of us, them showing up and coming to see, if we actually have what we say we have. Once you come to the store, you're like, damn, this is not a fly by night. We've got 5 employees. We've got things like that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not 5 employees just for this company. 5 employees for the whole store. And now I just hired somebody for the weekends. And once he's trained, that means letters are going out Saturday and Sunday, which means they'll be printed. And by Monday morning, when the post office comes and arrives to pick up, your letters are already in the box, ready to go out. There's no more waiting anymore because I realized people didn't like that they had a 3-day wait. But I'm also not stupid. I'm never going to get rid of the 3-day wait. Proper business sets a proper expectation and transparency. How do you set a proper expectation and transparency? Know that if my printer goes down, that it could take up to 2 days for somebody to get the part that it needs to fix it. So if I know that it could take 2 days to get that part, why would I shoot myself in the foot? Why would I not let anybody? Why would I let some other company screw my business up? If I turn around and tell you it could take up to 3 days to print that stuff out, it's because I'm giving myself a buffer zone. I'm giving myself the ability to have a buffer zone. God forbid something happens. Don't get me wrong. I have another printer I can print for in the store, but we don't want to use that printer because it costs more money. Each printer has its own cost. I have the lowest one, and I'm trying to get it lower. And if I get it lower, it's going to be crazy. So that's it. And we're trying to get another printer come May, which will do 120 pages per minute. If I get that printer come May that does 120 pages per minute, you're looking at a printing company where I could do one file. So we're looking at this file in 1 minute. In 60 seconds, I can have this whole file printed out. Which means it's going to take me longer to fold it than it is to actually print it. And that's what we're going with. That's what we're trying to get done. So I'm talking to you guys truthfully. Again, transparency is key with me. If people think it's about making money for me, yes, it low key is about making money because we're not doing this for shits and giggles. It's not a charity. But at the end of the day, I'm not charging an astronomical amount of money. There's other people that are charging a shit amount of money. But there's also time that we're putting into this. And this is why I give this other side over here for people, is to make sure that people are here that are growing with the system. We want you to succeed because if you succeed, you grow your businesses. You're only going to pick the print with me. Lou's been with me for 7 months. Pat, how long you been with me? I think Pat's on the call. Pat's been with me for a while. Tario, you're brand new to the thing. Aries, you're brand new. We've had people who have been with me for at least 6 months. Guys, I am not the nicest person in the world to be with me for that long. No, I'm a straight shooter. And I don't got a pretty face, and I ain't giving out $100 bills that everybody wants to stay here. But it's the truth. It's the truth. We come in, we do what we need to do to get you to where you need to be. That's the God's honest truth, and that's how we break it down. Now, look, I could take these letters, right? I could take these letters and put all of these letters in 6 files, and then you get charged $12 for the stamp when they're overages. When they do that, this type of attack over here, when you guys are going through and doing this type of attack, the maximum efficiency, right? Now you have 6 files, and they put 90 pages per letter, and it's $12 for the stamp and the envelope together. That's the craziness. So there's always that it switches up, but when you know what your file is going to be, you know how it's going to be, that's how you'll win. That's why we do that. That's why we try to make as best as we can the best file that's possible.